Imagine catching your own reflection and, for a split second, seeing a stranger. Hungry, haunted, regal. What if everything you call you is just a mask, and your real crown lies gathering dust in the dark? Fallen king. In the mirror's half-light, do you sense it? The quiet terror that your life is but a mask, and your true power lies chained in the dark. We're told that fitting in, earning approval, is the path to happiness. But Jung revealed a brutal truth. The self you parade before the world is not your throne, but your prison. Today, you'll discover why everything you suppress becomes the key to your sovereignty, and how beneath the mask, your buried kingship waits. Are you ready to meet the ruler within, the one the world taught you to hide? The crack in the mask. It begins in silence, a sudden fracture in the carefully constructed mask you've worn for years. Perhaps it's the quiet agony behind a smile, or the restless sense that, no matter how much you achieve, something essential is missing. This is the first sign the world's script no longer fits. You glimpse yourself in a passing window, and for an instant, a stranger stares back, hungry, haunted, unknown. Jung called this moment the summons of the shadow, the soul's rebellion against its own captivity. The mask as armor and prison. Since childhood, you were handed a mask, finely crafted from expectation, reward, and quiet punishment. This persona became your shield, letting you navigate hostile worlds, charm your way past judgment, and gain entry to rooms where your raw self might never survive. You learned which smiles would be praised, which hungers must be hidden, and which dreams were too dangerous to utter aloud. For a time, this mask felt like salvation. But Jung warns, what once protected soon imprisons. The persona grows so comfortable, so seamless, that you forget it's not your skin. Slowly, you lose the taste for risk, the voice for truth, the courage for your own desire. The world loves your mask, but beneath, the real sovereign withers. How long can you thrive in a palace built of pretense when the king himself is locked in the dungeon? The banquet of shadows. Down in the forgotten halls of your psyche, a shadowed banquet is laid, a feast of everything you have denied, rejected, or hidden away. Here wait your anger, envy, shame, wild desires, and the gold of talents left unused. Each is an exile, sent away so the persona could shine. Yet the price of this perfection is hunger. The more you starve the shadow, the more it prowls your dreams, relationships, and choices, seeking to be known. Jung teaches, your shadow is not your enemy, but your unclaimed inheritance. The monster beneath the throne is, in truth, the keeper of your power. To sit at this banquet, to name and welcome each outcast, is to unlock a reservoir of energy, authenticity, and unexpected gifts. Only those who dare to look with clear eyes at their own darkness can turn poison into medicine, fear into courage, wound into wisdom. Will you approach the table, claiming both the gold and the terror of your shadow? Or will you flee, leaving your kingdom haunted by what you dare not face? The mirror of the exile. Every kingdom is filled with mirrors, but the sharpest are those held by others. The qualities you despise, the arrogance, the weakness, the hunger for control, often spark a furious reaction, far out of proportion to the crime. Why? Because these are the shadow's fingerprints, the exiled parts of yourself reflected in those around you. Jung called this projection. What you will not face within, you are doomed to fight without. The unclaimed shadow appears as the enemy outside your gates, a rival, a lover, a stranger on the street. You chase them, blame them, try to destroy them, never realizing you battle your own reflection. This is the royal trap. A sovereign who cannot recognize himself in the mirror becomes a tyrant in his own realm. Will you shatter the mirror, or will you finally gaze into it and claim the exile staring back? The gold in the darkness. Here is the paradox that every sovereign must face. The path to your crown leads not away from the darkness, but straight into its heart. Jung reveals the secret alchemy. By descending into your shadow, you do not become lost, you become found. The fearsome depths you avoided are the very chambers where your courage is forged, your wisdom ripens, and the gold of your being is discovered. The wound you hid becomes the womb of your transformation. Only those who dare the descent can rise reborn, more whole, more powerful, more true than ever before. Will you embrace the darkness as the cradle of your sovereignty, or turn away and remain an orphan to your own gold? The coronation in shadow. This is the final threshold, Fallen King. The mask shattered, the shadow embraced, the mirrors faced, and the gold reclaimed. Each darkness confronted, each exile welcomed, forges a new crown, one no tyrant can steal and no fear can tarnish. In this sacred act of integration, you rise, not as subject, but as sovereign of your own soul. The throne is no longer empty, it is yours to claim. You have walked the shadowed corridors, confronted the exiles, and shattered the mask that once ruled you. Now, the truth emerges. Your power was never lost, only hidden in the places you feared to enter. Jung's secret stands revealed. Your wholeness is not the absence of darkness, but the mastery of it. True sovereignty is not given, but forged in the fires of your own honesty and courage. The Fallen King does not beg for permission. He claims his soul as his birthright. The throne is yours, not because you escaped your shadow, but because you welcomed it home. The summons to sovereignty. Fallen King, let this revelation become your weapon and your oath. Integration is not a destination, but a daily ritual, a conscious choice to meet your darkness with honor, to wear the whole crown, both gold and iron. You will be tempted to forget, to reach again for the mask. Resist it. Remember, your throne is strengthened not by denial, but by daring to see, to feel, to own all that is yours. Now, as the world's noise calls you back, let the silence within remain, an inner citadel where no opinion, no shadow, no storm can dethrone you. This is your summons. Do not abdicate. Rule. In the twilight halls of your becoming, let the echo linger. The mask is shattered, the shadow is crowned, the throne is yours. Carry this memory through the labyrinth of days. A sovereign, reborn, who remembers that true gold waits in the dark.